Hey, welcome to the next episode of Jake in the Wood. That is Jake. I am the wood. He is the talent. I have the office in my house and a strange mask on. Welcome.
I love it.
Yeah, welcome, Jake. So you have a question of what would the wood do?
Well, I shot a video over the weekend just to get everybody. There was so much going on in the NBA since we were last here. If it's Thursday night, then the best programs are on TV and the best programs are on YouTube, and that's Jake in the Wood.
Jake in the Wood. Yeah.
But so before we get started, I heard a great question. I believe it was somewhere on Twitter, and if you're tweeting right now, go do a dish or mow the lawn. Nothing good has ever come from Twitter.
Not true.
So,
Here's the question.
would you take a non-lethal bullet? Okay, the bullet's not going to kill you. For your team to win a championship. For SU football to win a championship. For SU basketball to win a championship.
So I'm not a lawyer, but can the bullet like graze you, or does it have to like go in you?
I think it has to enter your body. If it entered my liver, it would just bounce right back out. So that wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, the bullet, it's not going to kill you. End of story.
So for me, my favorite team sport in the world is SU football. Would I take a bullet for the SU Orange to win a national title, like beat Alabama in overtime?
Or beat Duke in the national championship.
Of basketball. So I've seen an SU basketball championship, so no, for sure. As it relates to college football, SU Orange, I'm still gonna say no.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I love the Orange, but I don't like them. Like take a bullet for them. Love them.
If Syracuse was going to beat Duke, and I hate Duke, I hate people that name their dog Duke.
No one's had a dog named Duke.
That's horrible. So, but I don't know. I'm getting old. It's not like I run or play basketball or anything. So you could shoot me in the leg for a championship. Yeah, that's fine.
The leg?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably shoot me right about here. I mean, when Syracuse won the national championship in basketball, I used to go to 10, 12 basketball games a year. I moved to Albany. I went to one game. They won the championship. So that was pretty disappointing, and I wasn't here for the parade. And there's actually pictures of my cousin in the DVD. Like, he can find himself. Like, hey, I'm right here in the parade. Yeah. So I didn't get to do those things. So, yes, I'd take a bullet. But, okay.
Moving along.
The Toronto Raptors have taken the Larry O'Brien Trophy north.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land.
No, there's no, you're not.
To Leo Routens, congrats.
Yes, Leo Routens is on video saying the Oracle Arena is now closed.
I saw that.
I didn't, and I want to.
Yeah,
So.
no, I saw that. It was great. Moving along, that was unexpected at the beginning of the year. If anybody had said, hey, this year the Toronto Raptors are going to win the championship.
Yeah, you would have been like, dude, get out of here.
Unless your name was Drake, you wouldn't have taken that bet.
No. Yeah.
But so they won, and congrats, Kawhi Leonard. If the NBA wasn't a absolute, what do they call that? Business without competition, and he could just get whatever was his fair market value, he could pretty much demand a $500 million contract.
Yeah, what I like is how like
he
Doc
would get it.
Rivers got fined $50,000 for just like saying how talented he is, but then the Raptors and the NBA said we fined you because that's tampering, but the Raptors offered him a $20 million condo, and that's not tampering somehow. So
Yeah.
Explain that one to me.
I don't know.
But you know what? The Raptors, just to see a surprise team like you didn't expect it, is good for the NBA. You know, it's been pretty predictable the last couple of years.
All right. Well, I got an NBA question for you, Laker fan.
Shoot.
The trade over the weekend, bringing Anthony Davis to your Los Angeles Lakers.
Of course, I love the trade. I think it's really good for both teams, actually. I mean, obviously, bringing Anthony Davis to the Lakers, 25 years old. But I think it's also going to be good for the Pelicans. I think Lonzo Ball being out of such a spotlight in Los Angeles, where they drafted him over Jason Tatum in Boston, and look at everything he's doing. I think running up and down the court with Zion Williamson is going to be good for anybody. But just to get LeVar Ball out of town, I would have traded for Bob Davis, the plumber, just to get him out of LA. Wow. If I ever do anything to my children like he's done to his, like pull him out of high school and send him over to some foreign country,
Lithuania.
blow my brains
No,
out
no,
if
no,
I
no.
ever do that to my kids. He's
Yeah.
just the worst. I have absolutely zero respect for that human being.
Well-
But the Lakers also traded Brandon Ingram. He's 150 pounds at best.
Ingram can ball. I don't care what anybody says. Ingram is like it's funny that people are mourning Ball, who scores like career average 9 points a game, and has a shot that's jankier than mine.
Oh yeah, he's the Bill Cartwright of point guards.
And yet Ingram, who's actually a real baller, no pun intended, they're not so worried about. But let me say this: I like LeBron James. I didn't used to like LeBron James. I don't like when people call themselves the king. But dude's a stand-up guy. He's done it the right way. He went back to Cleveland. He loved Cleveland. Loves his family. Just seems like he's a professional. I just like the way he goes about his business. He is a unbelievable talent and works hard. And
He's an unbelievable talent.
so I want to see him win again. I want to see him win with a third franchise. I like him.
I think the thing for him is, I think this year is his make or break for his, place on the pedestal because you're right there.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
My watch is telling me I'm having a heart attack. I'm not sure.
Really?
I hope not.
You were having one before me. That's unheard of. But taking LeBron off the pedestal as we have this season, is it going to motivate him? Because I would hope so. I would, as a Laker fan, it needs to. Like, Michael Jordan took anything you said negatively about him and wanted to rip your soul out. And I just wish LeBron would be that kind of player.
No, here's the problem. LeBron's a better human, and he doesn't have anything to prove to anybody. And Michael Jordan is still like struggling. Like he's just not a normal person. Whereas as LeBron James there's more to his life. He actually cares about his family. There's more to his life than basketball. But he's still working. I mean, what's demotivating is that he had to run up and down the floor with Ball, right?
With a bunch of stiffs.
Yeah, with clowns.
The Lakers were in 4th place in the Western Conference when he got hurt with that roster. So the problem is they trade Anthony Davis. They've only got 4 or 5 guys under contract. They don't even have a team, and they're wanting to go after another max player. I think they need to surround those guys with 7-foot 3-point shooters, guys who can spread the floor.
They need a guard in the worst way.
But the one they want is Kemba Walker, and I don't know if they can get him unless he wants to take a discount. But next topic.
Yeah.
Thursday night, baby. It's drafty in here.
Yeah.
We got draft night.
We do.
So we got a Knicks fan next to me.
Oh Lord. That's why I wear a mask. Just in case anybody wanted to know why I wear a mask.
All this time I thought you were Elvis.
It's because I'm a Knicks fan. Sorry about that. Yeah.
You're gonna get a decent player. You're gonna get R.J. Barrett.
And the Giants. I'm a New York Football Giants fan too, which pretty much now equates to being the same thing. The Giants and the Knicks are pretty much.
Yeah, you ended up trading.
I think Dolan runs both
You ended up trading with the Browns. I mean,
Yeah,
the Browns were the embarrassment. Anyways, that's a whole other topic.
Yeah.
A whole other time.
So who are the Knicks going to choose?
They're
I
gonna-
hope it's not R.J. Barrett.
Hot takes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Did you watch him play defense or not play defense all year for
Wow.
Duke? Like, he's the one player that you've ever seen Mike Krzyzewski not pull out of the floor for not playing defense. And I think it's just because Mike knew that he just didn't know how.
There are talking heads like us out there who think Barrett was going to have a better pro career than Zion, which is insane.
Yeah, no, they didn't watch YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, watch Jake in the Wood. Moving along. Yeah, no, the Knicks. So here's my one hope in the world is that somehow, and it's not going to happen, but like John Morant falls to the Knicks. That would be awesome. That's who I want the Knicks to have.
Dude, it would have been awesome if they got the first pick, but they didn't get that either.
Do you remember when Phil Jackson drafted the French point guard who can only play defense and not do anything else?
No.
Nikolai.
Oh, yeah, and he's never stepped foot in a court.
Yeah, well, he plays occasionally the last, 8 minutes of every game when they're down 30
As a
already.
president of the Knicks, Phil Jackson was a great coach. I mean, wow.
He was horrible.
He's living in Montana. I think they're still paying him. I think he's got like the Bobby Bonilla deal from the Mets where he's like getting money till 2032. I mean, he's another 50 years under contract.
But somehow he convinced Jeannie Buss to love him. Who's she's nothing to sneeze at. She's a beautiful lady and she owns a basketball team. She's rich.
Yeah.
So
and she's bungling the job left and right. But I digress.
Yeah.
So you don't want the Knicks to draft Barrett. Who would you like to see?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't think it's a really good draft class.
A deep draft, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good draft class.
I think Hunter from Virginia is going to surprise people.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I think the kid out of Virginia.
He's ready to step in now.
The reason he's not like number 2 is because he's 21 and everybody else is 18.
Yeah,
he's developed
which is
more.
Absurd.
But if anything, the Kawhi Leonard, lesson that we should have learned
drafted
is
15th.
Guys who have a real work ethic, who love ball, who are committed to defense, have a good basketball IQ, they're valuable. And so I think that kid out of Virginia is going to be really good.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's talking about this first 1, 2. It's a 3-person draft, but Steph Curry was drafted 9th. Klay Thompson was drafted 10th. Draymond Green was a second rounder.
So yeah.
Giannis Antetokounmpo was drafted 18th. And yes, I just perfectly said Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well done. I couldn't do that if there was $100 on the line. Yes, but he really couldn't play for his first couple of years.
But he's improved every year.
Oh yeah, he's incredible. I mean, the upside is clearly they were long-term investors and it's paying off for them. But yeah, so Steph Curry was always going to be a stud. He just had ankle questions. And, of course, Golden State had to pick him 1 pick before the Knicks. He was going to be a Knick. And
hey, for Syracuse fans, Johnny Flynn was drafted before Steph Curry.
Well,
I mean, that's awesome to say. There are 8 dudes who were drafted before him. Like,
had he not had, like, the Bo Jackson hip injury,
yeah.
He could be, I think, a really great NBA player. But
so we got to wrap this up.
Yeah. Anyways, so I hope the Knicks get the kid out of Virginia. The Lakers, it's pretty irrelevant at this point. 'Cause I think they don't draft again until 2061.
I think the Lakers are trying to spend so much money that they're going to have 5 starters and then me and you coming off the bench. I mean,
I'm down.
They got.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Knicks' best player over the last 5 years has been salary space. I want a Knicks jersey that says salary cap right in the back.
Oh my God!
Because every year they're just clearing space for nobody.
The Knicks deserve what they get. When you tank on purpose, you should lose for a decade, and that has been happening.
So, all right, catch the draft tonight. Catch Jake in the Wood on YouTube. If you're watching this right now, you're already watching us, so tell a friend. Spread the word. Check out the Facebook page, Jake in the Wood on Facebook. We're always trying to keep, fresh content on there. Football recruiting, we're doing great. And next time on Jake in the Wood, every Thursday, we're going to be talking Syracuse football schedule. We're going to run down the schedule and take a look at the teams we're going to be facing. So, like, subscribe, and
hasta luego, Mexico. Dios le bendigas.
Whatever he said.